Oh hi, Taryn here with Elegant Upgrades, and we're gonna do a haul. So it's a little loud in here today. I've got microphone connected. We will see. Hopefully it won't be too much. Hopefully it will ease that noise and you'll be able to hear my voice, which is mildly scratchy because I just did a live on Facebook, which I'm very new to. I'm new to lives in general, but I don't really do a ton on Facebook ever, so I'm not good at it. But anyways, I think it'll be fun. I think if I did this correctly, I will be able to respond to you guys. Last time I tried it, it did not go over well, and I need to be better at this. So anyways, I am going to quickly go through. I got not a ton of things this week, but hey you, I got really cool things, so I'm excited about them and want to keep most of them, and that's kind of what happens. Yeah. Jay, do you even like thrift hauls? I feel like it's a weird thing to see you on. I'm happy you're here. Okay, so just real quick, I'm gonna show you 3 things that I picked up because I did pick them up and I got them for myself. One is this ginormous butcher block cutting board. It needs to be completely refinished, but it's huge and it's an actual butcher block, and I wanted it for myself. It was only $4.99, and so it does need a refinish, which is fine. Obviously, that's what I do, so it'll be great. But if it was a little smaller, I would have put it in the shop, but I have several risers, cutting boards, breadboards, things like that already in the shop, so I didn't need any other ones. This I'm a little disappointed in. I needed a napkin holder, and so I grabbed this one, and now I'm like, why? I was going to paint it, but I was like, what am I gonna take the time to paint this? Watching on YouTube and on my phone. Ooh, thanks. Bonus points. And then this I actually am excited about. This was actually brand new. It's a tortilla press, and I roll out, hey mama, I roll out my tortillas, and they're never circular because I don't have the patience to make them perfect. So I finally have a tortilla press, and I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, so now that was all the things that were for me, and everything else I suppose I will sell, even though I don't want to. This thing is actually super cute. I love trivets. This is a cast iron trivet with like a brass overlay. It has some water spots on it, but I think I can buff those out. It says joy. It's for the holidays. I have nothing in my shop right now for the holidays, with the exception of, like, you know, the ornaments that we did last year, Mom, and the wreaths and everything. So we have those, which are not live on the website yet, but I thought that I would pick this up and put it in there. Then I found this amazing, it's like a silver plated tea set. It actually has the teapot, the little sugar with the lid, and the creamer. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. Each piece was $1.99, so for just under $6. I felt like that was a really good deal, and I love them. So that will be on the website, which is awesome. Then this thing is some serious, it is so heavy. It's cast something, I don't exactly know. It's too heavy to be aluminum. It is, guys, you could give someone a concussion with this. Like, it's so heavy. I found it for $2.49. I'm gonna sell it for $30 because it's gonna mess up shipping, I know it. However, I feel completely safe shipping this because, again, I don't think anything could damage this at all. It is just extreme. It has one little keyhole hanger bracket on the back. I think it needs to go into a stud. I would never just put this through drywall. It's intense, but I love it. It's beautiful. It has like all the leaves on the back. It's super ornate scroll work, and it's beautiful. This I just thought was cute. It has a weird finish. I'm not sure what it's like, silver with a bit of white, kind of almost satin matte with shine. It's so bizarre, but I love the raised detail on it, and you know I'm gonna paint this. So it is ceramic. It was $149. It's gonna go for $8 once I get it painted up. Okay, another heavy thing. These things are crazy heavy. They're kind of a dark bronze color. I don't think I'm gonna paint these. I actually kind of like them how they are. They're hooked together, so they have the felt on the back so they don't damage your wall. And then they also have the keyhole brackets there. And then I love that they have this serious, like, they take the tapered candles, but it's got this huge well around, so you'd never have to deal with any fallout for your candles. Like, I would actually put this on my wall and light candles in it and not be afraid of that. This was $3.99. It's gonna go for $22. It needs to be cleaned up. There's a bit of wax in there and some sticky stuff from the tape and everything, but I think these are gonna be super cool. This I just thought was so cute. It is, I've never seen a shelf like this before. It's, I believe, cast resin, like the old school, you know, that's why they did it in like the faux wood. It's obviously gonna get painted, but it kind of has like this Frenchy leg vibes, and I adore it. I think it is so cute. So it's gonna get painted up, and it has two little brackets here on the back. It was $2.49. It's gonna go for $22. Also, not afraid to ship this one. I love things that are just sturdy like this, that I feel like will do good things. This here is so pretty. It is a vintage hand-wrought aluminum little tray. It has two reservoirs. I believe this is a chrysanthemum, like embossed in the bottom. It's so pretty. It has like the huge flower in that, and then the leaves on the bottom, and the actual handle is like carved, shaped like a rose with leaves on the side. It is so cool looking. I just loved it. It was $1.99, and so it's gonna go for $12. Also a super, super great find. You had a small one just like that when I was a baby? A small shelf? Is that what I had out when you said that? Small shelf or a small aluminum tray, Mom? This I picked up because I have no Jesus things in my shop right now, and anytime I get Jesus things, they are gone very quickly. This, I don't think I'm going to paint it. I kind of like it how it is. It's like this brownie bronze at the bottom, and then there's almost like a crackle in the hands. It's very pretty. It was $2.99. It's gonna go for $18. This is stuff I'm not a huge fan of shipping, just because I'm always terrified, so it has to get extra. Oh, the small shelf. That's really cool. I liked that. I thought that shelf was just super unique. But yeah, so I love this. This was actually made in 1982, and I thought that was super cool. I'm like, oh, it's older than I am. I think there were a few marks on it. It looks like they touched them up, but it's in really good condition for being older than me. So yeah, I love this, and I have, like I said, nothing in my shop like this right now. Everything that has sold, and we're coming up on that time of the year, Christmas and things like that, so people go for that. This, you guys know I always pick up the corbels because they sell and they do well, and I love them, and I always paint them. But this one is extra special because it's a fleur-de-lis, and fleur-de-lis are my jam. So I just thought this was super cool. This was $4.99, and it's gonna go for $24. So they usually have the keyhole brackets on the back. This one doesn't. It just has the two like slanted holes, which is still fine. It still works. Just fine. I'm just used to seeing the keyholes on the back of them, and I just like to point that out. But yeah, so this is going to get painted up extra fancy, and it'll be $24. This thing is so unique. It took me a minute to figure out what. I had to pick it up because it's weird and ornate, and anything that is ornate and hangs on a wall I want, just because that's who I am inside. But it's a plate holder. It has the little ridge here to hold your fancy decorative plates. If you're someone who likes to hang those, or you have a grandma or mom who does it. My mother-in-law has tons of her little fancy plates that she does on her wall. She doesn't have anything this fancy to go in it. I feel like the plate has to be like up several notches to make it fit into here. But yeah, it has like this terrible faux copper finish. I don't hate copper. It's very streaky and not great. This was $3.99. Once I get it painted up all fancy schmancy, it will be $22. I only found one other of these when I was researching it online. So I'm guessing they didn't stick around for very long because they have like the springy kind that they have now. That's what my mother-in-law uses, the little spring back ones. But I think this is cool. I think it will, I don't know, it's got to go to a particular person, someone who decorates with plates. Do you decorate with plates, Terry? I'm just curious. I only know my mother-in-law, and she has tons of them. And then I've actually picked up a set of 3 really cool plates before, and they sold really quickly. So I know people do it. I've just never seen a holder this ornate before. Okay, this thing here, obviously just a pumpkin. So I just want to do one of those crazy decoration days with this. I knew not to get more than one. This was just at the thrift store. It was $1.99. It's way better than like the Dollar Tree ones. It's very sturdy and a great shape and everything, but I want to do, you know how you do the molds and you make it all fancy and everything is lovely. But I have learned about myself, and Mom, you remember when we did the ornaments last year? So I had like visions of grandeur where I would make all these amazing ornaments, and by the 4th or 5th ornament, I'm like, I hate ornaments and never want to do this again. So I figured I'd get one pumpkin, have a little fun with it, get my creativity out with that, and then be done with it and not be sad at the end because I have 50 more to do. So this will be done in that way. So quickly, I thought it'd be fun to show you the other things. Oh, you didn't tell your husband? Oh no, I'm so sorry, that's terrible. Oh, you use the wrought iron holders. I do like the wrought iron holders. I have a couple of those and I use for like cooking books and just anything else that I want to display like that. I've never actually put a plate in them. Anyways, I thought it'd be fun to show you last week's finds already fancied up. So this will be coming out in the video so you can see how everything's done, but I thought it'd be fun just to do a quick show. So real quick, there's the clock, and I love it, and now I want to keep it, which is sad, and that's what happens. But it's fine. It was the cast resin in the faux brown wood finish, and I obviously made it not that because it was hideous the other way, and now I think it's lovely and I want it. Then if you remember these, they were turned wooden candlesticks in a red with crazy splotchy like sponge painty gold over it. Yeah, we made these super fall. So these have layers and layers of paint on them. I love that they're so lightweight, but they're kind of like a bronzy gray with a hint of gold. There's a lot going on these, and I love them so much. So that's a set of 3 there, and they're gorgeous. I love how those turned out. I've not done a finish like that before, and so it's been fun to have some new things. Ornate frames that I always pick up. I went light with this one. Usually I go pretty dark. I'm happy that I went light with it. It's kind of like a creamy white with like the champagne gold. I dig it. It's fine. And then anytime I do these mirrors, anytime I do the frames, I always put something in the back because I hate seeing just the empty or the weird frame thing. Sometimes I've got vintage pictures in them, which I always just like Those crack me up. Those always come out. You can put like your decorative napkins in them. This is a piece of old decoupage paper that I had from another project that was just too small to fit on anything else, just a piece of scrap. So I put that in there just to give it something in the background. So I like to do that. I think it makes it look better. And then you guys know I love my corbels. So here are these two, and they're usually my most favorite things. But out of this week, I had a big change because I finished up something else. Anyways, so here are these two shelves. I typically do these in a similar way every time, or at least close to it, because one, I like it, and two, they sell really well this way for me. They fit in a lot of people's decor, and a lot of people right now are doing those Victorian hallways where they want like kind of dark and moody stuff. So if you can do like the deeper grays and things with just hints of gold, you don't want a ton of it, but they sell really well for me, and they usually go pretty quickly. So there are those two. This one was my favorite because, I mean, look at that. It's so crazy ornate, so pretty. So those two were done, and I love them. And I thought those were gonna be my favorite, in particular this one. But then, do you remember those two MDF shelves that I thought were, I mean, they were just hideous and stupid MDF shelves. However, they had these cool brackets on them. And so I was like, I'll pick them up for the brackets, and then if I can fix up the shelves, it'll be fine. Okay, how cute are these? I did this stamping with it's called the Rose Toile stamp, and it is gorgeous, and I've not done it with the metallic paint before, and they turned out incredible. So they have a little bit of detail on the side with it. I just dry brushed along the edges. And then the brackets had a little bit of gold on them already. I brushed over that gold with this gold so that it matched, obviously. So yeah, now these shelves are my most favorite thing out of the last week's haul. They're so pretty. Mind you, you're not gonna see all the stuff on them because they're shelves and something is gonna be on there, but it just makes me happy to know it's there. You know what I mean? So anyways, those are the fancy zhuzh stuff things that we did from last week's video, coming out on that. And yeah, so if you guys want anything, you guys know you can go to elegant-upgrades.com, make your purchase there. It's super, super easy. Otherwise, I will see you soon in the next video. Thanks for hanging out.